Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. In today's stream, we're going to real quickly discuss the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market because yes, Bitcoin is right now coming down pretty significantly, but we are already getting eaten up here on the lower side. So Bitcoin is right now coming down. And of course, if we do look at the stock markets right now here, we do see that the S&P 500 is coming down in a very rapid pace here. So on today's stream, we're going to real quickly discuss what we are seeing in the market. Is Bitcoin once again doing similar things here like last time around where we were forming this big leg towards the upside? Is Bitcoin first going to shake out all the weekends, fill up the CME gap before moving up further on from this point? So on today's stream, we're going to discuss, of course, all those things here right now. But indeed, Bitcoin is falling off particularly quickly right now here. So on today's stream, we're going to discuss everything in all the details here. So I'm looking forward towards, of course, discussing all these kinds of things here. And of course, on today's stream, we're going to go over all the details. So real quickly going to as well enable the CME chart here. Of course, this is, of course, 10 minutes behind the realistic Bitcoin chart. So this one will be most likely almost getting filled up here because like you can see right on the market, Bitcoin, we're just about going to be closing its CME gap right now. We just are 15 minutes in towards this 1 hour candle. And right away, Bitcoin is, of course, forming already this particular big wick here on the top, on the lower side here. So, indeed, a very, very exciting movement towards the downside that we're currently are generating. I have to wait real quickly. If the CME gap right now is officially filled here, we will be seeing so in 10 minutes from now on. We do know more about this because these charts could be fluctuating a little bit here. So, in 10 minutes time from now on, guys, I will be giving you guys a further update from up this point here because then I can see what the CME gap, of course, has been officially doing over there. So yeah, looks to be that Bitcoin is once again creating a very significant leg down here. Of course, previously around 3 hours ago, we were seeing a massive pump towards higher ranges getting created on the market. And since this massive pump towards the upside, we have been clearly seeing Bitcoin coming down because yeah, we created a particularly big wick on the top side at that point, and then we came down particularly quickly again here. And right now, Bitcoin looks to be, of course, filling up its CME gap. So of course, like we do know before, the last time the Bitcoin created a significant movement towards the upside, of course, this movement that we did got generated on the market was an approximately 11% surge towards the upside. We first did saw a major breakdown towards the lower side. So we did first of all saw 2% move down here before then seeing the shootout towards the upside. And it looks to be that Bitcoin is right now doing, of course, similar things here. But personally, the reason why Bitcoin is right now down here, in my opinion, have been saying it several times all before, is because of the stock market. Because the stock market is coming down particularly quickly. Look at the S&P here. Of course, if we're going to look to the S&P 500 chart, since of the point of the S&P 500 opening, we have been seeing a very significant leg towards the downside getting created here. And yeah, this is of course dragging Bitcoin down. So the S&P since the opening 1.18% down, what is of course particularly significantly. And of course, if you're going to be measuring from the top wick towards the lower side wick, you can see a 2% shakeout that we did got in the market. So far, it's quite a heavy move that we're getting on the market. And so far, this is definitely a move that you do not want to be missing out on. And of course, it could be even having a further bearish continuation because like you can see, the S&P 500 breaking all support levels right now here. This critical range of the S&P is failing to hold on to prices right now, and that is resulting in the S&P falling even further from this point. And of course, we do know S&P is still in a major downtrend. We have been forming lower highs after lower high, after lower high, after lower high. And if this trend going to be continuing towards the lower side, it could be having a bigger bearish effect on the market. Of course, currently we do still clearly can see higher lows getting formed on this market, unless this 1 hour candle is going to close bearish, of course, for the S&P. So far, it is definitely the S&P 500, so the US stock market that is dragging Bitcoin down. I do not think that Bitcoin is going down purely on its own strength because it's showing weakness. No, not at all. I do really see this as, of course, a movement down that we are currently getting generated because of the stock market. So let's see what we're going to get here. Some people are saying we're first going to reach 52K before getting up again. I'm not necessarily going to attach myself towards these targets over here, but for sure everything can still happen here before we're going to see a very significant leg up here towards the upside. You see, we do see a shakeout towards the downside before then creating a massive breakout towards higher ranges. So of course, on today, I mean, I've been already had my appointment earlier today. I do have some appointments afterwards, but otherwise, if we're going to see a significant market move, we will be here live on the channel, guys. So don't forget to right away smash up that like button here on the stream here, and we're going to go over all kinds of things here. So let me as well quickly check up on all the liquidations we're currently getting in in the market here. So guys, I've done no preparations because I saw the market was moving and I right away smashed up that like button. And of course guys, if you do like this, make sure to smash up the like button and of course subscribe to the channel. But what we can currently see here is a 91 million liquidation across the board. So 91 million liquidation on Bitcoin, on cryptos, of course, on the past hour, of course. Majority of the liquidation still coming from Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is, of course, a very likely event that we can currently see on the market. So I'm very curious about where the CME is going to be right now going towards, and if we officially filled up the gap. Because if Bitcoin now officially filled up the gap, we could be looking for further continuation up. But personally, I do not expect this gap is still filled here, because we still see this clear lower range here on the lower side of here. Of course, what we still have to be filling. So we'll be for sure still wait a little bit here till I'm going to say the CME gap is filled here. So Bitcoin could be maybe still go a little bit lower before filling up the CME gap, and then before really going to go for liftoff once again towards the upside. So it's going to be quite exciting what we currently can see over here. And in 5 minutes from now on, we are going to get the update on the Bitcoin CME chart, because for everyone who doesn't know it yet here, the Bitcoin CME chart is of course always 10 minutes behind of the real Bitcoin chart. So that is very important to know here. And that one is right now trading on 55k and 500. So this one will be most likely come down towards these lower ranges before filling up the CME chart over there. So definitely what some people are saying as well in the chat here, buy and hodl. That is indeed true. And Matt is as well saying, I knew I could count on you being live like always. Of course, guys, if you haven't already seen the channel, we are always going to be live once there's going to be a significant market move. And of course, on this market move, we are back again live here. So there are some levels that we could be right now look at, and let me of course enable some extra charts here. So I have literally done no preparations, but we are of course having some charts that we do look at, right? So Bitcoin is right now still in approximately 3 hours and 40 minutes away before closing its 4-hourly candle. We have been several times look, of course, at our 4-hour support line, and this 4-hour support line is once again getting retested. And I've said it several times before, I do think before Bitcoin is going to create a significant leg up, because I am personally really anticipating Bitcoin is going to create a very significant leg up here. But I said it several times, I do think it's likely to anticipate before Bitcoin is going to create a significant leg up towards the higher ranges, we are most likely going to see shakeout towards lower sides here. So yeah, indeed, Bitcoin is right now moving down, because I would like to see the CME gap getting filled here. As soon as we do fill up the CME gap, we then could be looking towards further continuations onwards, of course. So that is very exciting news that we do see over here. What the good part right now about this drop off is that Bitcoin still has another 3.5 hours before closing its 4-hourly candle. Because we have another 3.5 hours before closing its 4-hourly candle, we have still a lot of time to do anything in this 4-hourly candle. We still could create a very significant wick on the lower side to continue our way up towards higher ranges. So I should not start to be panicking right now. I think it's definitely irresponsible if you're going to be panicking as well. If we do look to the fear and greed index on the cryptocurrency market, we do know that there is a major amount of fear in the market. And is it right now smart to as well join the people that are in fear to as well right now expect we're going to go to way lower targets? No, I do personally think we are relatively close towards a bottom in the market. And of course, on the 4-hourly time frame, everything can still happen. And of course, this play, what we're right now aiming for, of course, this head and shoulders play that we could be right now aiming for is still definitely in play, because this 4-hourly candle is not closed yet there. And of course, I will be saying to you guys out there, I have said it several times before, if a 4-hourly candle is going to close below this this critical range over here, so you can see clearly we have been forming this very significant range over here on the market. And of course, as soon as Bitcoin does going to be closing in a 1-hour candle below it, and I'm looking for a very good I'm looking for a very good tool here. But yeah, as soon as Bitcoin thus is going to be closing a 1-hour candle significantly below of this support range, which you can clearly see, what provides us several times support, yeah, I'm going to start to get worried. And then I'm going to start to say, okay, Bitcoin could be maybe aimed for, of course, some lower targets getting reached around to 53k once again here. But as long as Bitcoin not closed its 1-hour candle yet, I should definitely not say so, because Bitcoin has to first close of all its 4-hourly candle to determine a breakout on this 4-hour chart. So that's not a thing that I'm anticipating. Of course, you can see right now, this is the futures chart here. That's of course 10 minutes behind. In 2 minutes from now, and we're going to be finding a bottom on this chart, because that is the place where Bitcoin found its bottom as well here. It was on 45 minutes remaining on the chart. So right now we're still 47 minutes remaining. So it looks to be that the CME gap is not officially filled up here, but the majority of the gap is already filled up, like you can see over here. So yeah, we have been looking for quite a while towards the CME gap, and right now you can see it was almost getting filled. And personally, I do not see it as completely filled here, but you can clearly see we were almost filling it right now here. So I'm still going to take my eyes wide open towards the CME gap, and yeah, I should be approaching it like it is almost got close, right? So if we're going to be then look as well at some other levels here, so we'll be right now remove the CME chart over there. We could be looking still at this orange line here, this orange box on the lower ranges. Of course, this level has been providing several times before major resistance in this downtrend over here. So while Bitcoin came down, this orange box over here was the level that stopped us out here, right? This orange box was the level that stopped us over here. And if we're going to be then retested levels like you can see currently right here, you can clearly see we are seeing a very significant touch point getting reached here, and we are seeing right away a significant buy coming towards the mark. We are seeing right away Bitcoin is curving back up here. So as well, 1 hour candles, what can Bitcoin do over here? Bitcoin can still do anything, because Bitcoin still can wick towards the upside and close again into the green, but it's going to be then of course have a wider positive effect on this market, of course. So I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting on there as well. So right away is we're going to be enabling some other charts on other cryptos, because we'll be keeping my eyes wide open on them. As well, quickly checking over on Ethereum. Ethereum, of course, coming down towards our downward slope resistance target that has not been retested yet here. So, real quickly going over Ethereum, going further in towards Bitcoin, guys. Ethereum has been creating a very significant uptrend. Right now, it's coming down because it's getting dragged down because basically the stock market, of course, while the stock market is finding its way back up again, but yeah, it's as well getting dragged down because of the stock market and Bitcoin. Because yeah, Ethereum does follow Bitcoin, like we do know. If we're going to see these periods where Bitcoin is going to come down here, you see Ethereum is taking a bigger hit here on the market, right? So what we can clearly see over here is that this downward slope resistance line here on Ethereum has been providing us a lot of rejections. Like you can clearly see, this is a very significant level of previous resistance that right now is getting retested. So we don't know. We get a lot of questions from you guys out there on the channel. When should I be buying my Bitcoin? When should I be buying my Ethereum? And to be honest, to answer that question, it's a very simple answer that we do have for you guys out there, because right now it's a very, very good risk to reward buy against for Ethereum. Of course, this horizontal support range was a good buy, but right now a retest of the downward slope resistance line is for sure a very strong buy. And of course, for you guys out there that are leverage trading as well, this is for sure a level that you could be take your eyes wide open on for Ethereum to be accumulate certain positions. So of course, if you do want to be trading the market, don't forget to check out the link in the description here on BYBIT, because BYBIT is allowing you to trade the market towards the upside, downside, or whatsoever. Where right now we'll be saying to you guys out there, be careful with trading the market, yeah, towards either direction. Of course, we do know the funding rates were particularly high once again on the market, so Bitcoin was a little bit over leveraged. So a shakeout towards the downside over here is definitely not unexpected, of course, that we can see, because yeah, BYBIT still funding rates particularly high. So because the funding rates are pretty high here, they're going to most likely come down here as soon as we do get an update here on the chart, because yeah, Bitcoin is seeing a very significant shakeout towards the downside. And usually if you do see these shakeouts towards the downside, you tend to see, of course, the funding rates as well cooling off here. So yeah, for you guys out there, this is once again a good opportunity to be accumulating new trading positions. And before getting further in towards the content guide, before I want to be talking further about more coins and about your requests as well, don't forget to smash up the like button, guys. Let's go real quickly for, let's say, 400 likes on the stream, guys. So only 3 of more you guys right now have to slap up that like button, so we're going to be reaching the 200 likes. And if we can right now slap it up towards 400 likes, will be truly appreciated, so we can go further in towards the content. And guys, the more likes we're right now going to smash up on the stream, the longer we will be staying live. So it will be truly appreciated if you could be right now slap up that like button, guys. It will be truly appreciated if you could be doing so. But yeah, in terms of risk to reward, this is definitely a very strong level that you could be starting to be accumulated as well. If we're going to look at Ethereum Momentum we're currently creating, as you can see here on the chart over here, we have been forming on the 4-hourly candles a low over here on the market, right? Right now we're forming still a higher low in the market. Compared to this low in the market, we're forming a lower low on the RSI. So what this basically means here, and let me make it a little bit more clear on the screen here, that we're forming a hidden Bullies Divergence. So we're forming, of course, higher low in the price section, lower low in the RSI, gives you a clear signal. This is a good accumulation zone. So as well, Son Junkie is saying, appreciate you, Rover. Keep these lives coming. Hodl Ethereum and VeChain. Of course, those are the best coins to be hodling right now, in my opinion. I mean, if you're not hodling these tokens, you are definitely going to be missing out on a lot of potential rewards in the coming run up here on the cryptocurrency market. Because yes, I can guarantee you, Bitcoin is not done. Bitcoin is not over. And of course, the people that right now say Bitcoin is over probably already panic sold their Bitcoin. So I should never look at the people that are panic selling. I mean, I always say, if you want to be driving that Lamborghini, don't listen to the Peugeot driver, because the Peugeot driver is not going to learn you how to drive that motherfucking Lamborghini, of course. So excuse me for my language. But This is definitely very true here. I should definitely not listen towards panic sellers. And of course, we do know, if we're going to zoom out on Bitcoin, is that if we're going to be here for the long game, we're always going to be winning. And of course, if we look to Bitcoin daily time frame, and let me go towards some daily time frame charts for Bitcoin. Let me go towards this chart over here. We can clearly see Bitcoin right now almost is going to get retested here on this horizontal neckline, on this downward slope resistance line as well. Bitcoin is almost going to get retested by this downward sloping support line where we could be aiming for. And let me quickly put up this moving average of the 120 day. So the 120 day moving average is about to get retested as well. That could be as well very strong accumulation range where we could be now looking at, of course, as well. The horizontal range of support can be a very strong provider of support for Bitcoin. Of course, these ranges are trading right to 53k flat. So if Bitcoin is going to come down further on, it's definitely going to be allowing us a lot of good buying opportunities as well. If we're real quickly going to be enabling the MACD, Bitcoin is particularly close towards a bullish crossover. It's coming down a little bit right now. So let me see what we are going to be having over here. Fire and not a line. Yeah, Rover, great stuff. As always, nice to hear this, of course. As well, Bitcoin did break clearly the downtrend on the RSI, what gives us as well a bullish edge right now on the market. Like you can see several times we've done before, and every single time we tend to see a movement shift and a momentum shift back towards higher ranges. So I should definitely play the long game right now. Playing the short game over here is definitely a thing that is particularly risky, of course, on the market to do so right here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty darn excited about what we currently can see on this market as well. Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is taking a little bit of a bigger hit. Ethereum is finding its way back up already, like you can see. But of course, usually in these drop-offs that we get in the market, Ethereum takes, first of all, a little bit of a bigger hit towards the upside. But we do know that Ethereum has been taking out a lot of valuation against Bitcoin already on the past hours as well. Big losers right now is maybe Cardano we could be looking at. The biggest loser of all of them is probably Cardano right now. So Cardano is today absolutely going for a free fall. Cardano is going for a major lag down here. So please be cautious with Cardano right now. Cardano is, of course, yeah, coming down, and it is right now retesting very critical horizontal levels. I've been talking earlier today already about these ranges, that this is a level that I do want to be seeing Cardano holding on towards, because yeah, Cardano has been retracing to this level several times and has been getting rejected and supported by this level as well several times. So you can see over here, orange box of support, providing very strong support over there, providing very strong resistance over here, providing very strong support over there. So this level has been providing us a lot of support and resistance on the past. So I would love to see this level as well holding us up very well for Cardano over here on the current time of recording. And if Cardano can still flip this level to support, and of course in 30 minutes from now on, we are going to close the 1 hour candle. Of course, we're going to close the 1 hour candle, and if Cardano is going to see, of course, a solid bounce from this range here, yeah, this is going to be very likely that this level, of course, is going to be holding up in the future as well, and that we could be seeing a further continuation towards higher ranges for Cardano getting started. And that could be, of course, confirming the higher low trend and, of course, the upward trend for Cardano getting started. So that could be, of course, a little bit more bullish for the Cardano holders out there. So I'm looking forward towards where we are heading towards right now from this point, but this clearly does shows us a very strong opportunity for Cardano over here. While Bitcoin is still coming down, and still Bitcoin just closed its 30-minute time frame candle as well here. So we're right now in the last 28 minutes of this very significant 1 hour candle. What could be right now confirming a breakdown maybe on this market? What could be leading towards some more bearish bias pressure towards this market as well? Yeah, and we could be maybe even aim for Bitcoin for this downward sloping support line. So let's remove all the boxes for a second, and let's just take a clear look about what is going to be likely to expect for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrencies to be right now playing out on, of course. So what could be playing out over here is, of course, that we are going to see the market going to be forming some kind of a falling wedge structure. So top side resistance, lower side support, and I'm very curious about how this is going to be playing out from that point, of course, because yeah, if we're going to see then this very crazy amount of resistance on the top side getting formed here, what we can currently clearly still see here, and the lower side still holding us up as support, is going to be resulting in Bitcoin forming this new falling wedge structure, what is going to be then result in a very interesting continuation pattern getting formed on the market. So what we do want to be seeing on this market right here, we're going to see, of course, downward sloping support line not getting broken. We want to be seeing the downward sloping support line for Bitcoin to hold on, and of course see an increase in towards the highs to then, of course, look for the continuation up here. But that's, of course, a plan B we're right now looking at. Right now, our main scenarios are going to be, of course, these horizontal ranges that we're currently looking for. These horizontal ranges has been holding us up for very, very strong in the past here, and I do still expect that we're going to at least hold on towards this range. And of course, Bitcoin flipping its candle completely in towards the green here, is going to be showing us a lot of strength on the horizontal level that we have been looking at. And of course, if we're going to do so, this is going to be for sure lead towards a continuation towards higher targets for Bitcoin in this consolidation range that we have been trading on. And of course, I've been saying it several times as well before. Bitcoin is right now trading in this range, and of course a breakdown is going to be leading towards bearish price action. Breakout towards the upside is going to be leading towards more bullish price action. So if we're going to look to the CME, a real quick update for you guys out there. The CME has been not getting close yet here. So like you can see over here, the CME gap is still here. So for the people that said it, I already warned you guys about it. The CME gap is not filled yet here. So we still are quite a few amounts of dollars away before smashing it through the CME gap. Of course, right now the CME gap is still trading on the 54.4K, like I guys warned you about. So we can clearly still see we are forming the CME gap right now over here, and it's not done yet here. It's still here. So we not came down for the CME gap so far because, yeah, the CME gap is not filled yet. And let me quickly, I will be not setting it up right now. But yeah, the CME gap is just basically not filled yet. And that could be still lead towards, yeah, even further continuation down if we really want to be filling up that gap here. But so far it looks to be, the pressure is really reversing. You can see it as well in the stock market right now. The S&P 500 is moving up once again here. It's curving back up towards higher levels, and it is bouncing back for the first real time here on today's candles basically. So yeah, the S&P 500 is finally bouncing back, and that's right now as well having a more positive effect on the cryptocurrency market as well. Real quickly update about the dollar index. Of course, we broke the downtrend, but what you can clearly see here is that we still have been forming lower highs here on the dollar index. But the dollar index has been rising for the past 2 days very quickly again here, like you can see over here. For the past 3 days, the dollar index has been going for another approximately 1% rise here. So this, of course, not a thing what we would like to see here. Dollar index climbing back towards higher ranges. So this is as well still for the past 2 hours basically as well has this bearish edge on Bitcoin. So hopefully we can still see as well the dollar index coming down further from up this point here. But as soon and as long as the dollar index is going to be increasing its valuation and increasing its strength here, this could be having a little bit more of a bearish edge on Bitcoin as well. What we can see is that we are looking to form an exponential higher low structure. So this market could be going up maybe in a very rapid pace over here from this point. So this is of course looking a little bit more bearish for Bitcoin, because as long as the dollar index keeps rising, it's going to be having a more bearish edge on Bitcoin. So I'm very curious about how it's going to be playing out here. And as well, in 7 hours from now on, the dollar index will be closing its weekly candle, and hopefully we could be see still another rejection on this weekly candle. That could be maybe finally towards the continuation down here. So it's going to be quite exciting about where we're heading towards from this point. But so far, it is looking particularly good here from up this point. So George is saying, did China ban Bitcoin again? It almost looks like China is once again banning Bitcoin, because usually what we do know here, guys, if we're going to look back towards previous drop-offs in the market, China tends to be banning Bitcoin every single time in a market correction. But of course, right now, no, I do think, like I explained in the beginning of the stream already, and for everyone who's just tuning in here, I do think that this market correction we're currently getting over here is purely because of the stock market, because we do know right now there's quite a lot of fear on the stock market, and the significant lag down on Bitcoin right now that we're creating has nothing to do with anything else, in my opinion, because it's purely the FUD from the stock market that's right now going to get, is getting brought here towards Bitcoin. So we do see right now on this 1 hour candle that the stock market is bouncing back here, and so far Bitcoin, it's exactly doing the same here. So we're following the stock market so far, and especially in these last 20 minutes, last 10 minutes of this 1 hour candle, the volatility is most likely going to even turn up a little bit more from this point. So I'm very excited about what we're going to get here. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very exciting few last minutes that we're going to get. But guys, I see right now we're watching with 1,500 of you guys out there, but we only have 360 likes. So let's smash it up, guys, towards the 500 likes. So if you have already liked the content, make sure to do so. It's completely free. And you know what's very good about liking the video right now here is that the more people liking cryptocurrency videos, the more viral cryptocurrency videos are going on YouTube. And of course, the more viral cryptocurrency content is going on YouTube, the more people will be getting exposed to crypto. So it will be having a very, very bullish effect if you're right now going to slap up that like button, maybe not for the immediate short term, but for the coming days and the coming weeks ahead of us. It will be helping us to get more people exposed to crypto and tell more people about the story that they would be that they should be very careful about holding their dollars on their account. So it would be very appreciated if you're going to slap up that like button right now here below the video, of course. So I am a new subscriber, and that is very lovely to hear, guys. That is very lovely to hear from you. It's the 3rd of December, not the 23rd. No, I'm not. That's true. I've never said it's 23rd, right? invest in Bitcoin now, it's low. I mean, I'm never going to give any financial advice, but if you're buying into Bitcoin right now, most certainly you're doing a strong job. And the reason why I'm saying so is because you're buying into fear, and buying into fear is the best decision that you can do. Of course, we do know that Warren Buffett always told us that we have to be greedy once others are fearful, and we have to be fearful once others are greedy. And right now, of course, on the current time of recording, we do see the fear is kicking in. And of course, unfortunately, the fear and greed index doesn't updates every single minute. But if we should be getting an update right now, we're probably sitting around 20 or so. So it's definitely a very good time to be accumulating your Bitcoins, especially so much fear in the market. People are afraid that the market is going to be going lower. People are saying 50K in the chat, of course, gives me, of course, an even more bullish edge here on the market. And of course, we do still have quite a lot of support below us. And of course, for me, what is really going to determining this trend, if we're going to be bullish or bearish right now, is going to be this horizontal line here on the 4-hourly candles to be holding up. And if we're going to look back towards previous times here, we do know that the biggest Bitcoin pushes towards the higher ranges always comes from major shakeouts towards the lower side. So we first tend to see a major shakeout towards the lower side before continuing our way up here. And that is just a fact. So yeah, are you going to be one of those people that are going to stand on the sidelines? Still, Bitcoin is going to trade at 80K, at 70K, 100K, 120K, or maybe even beyond. Guys, is really going to be the question here. Let me know. Let me know in the chat, guys. At which target do you think Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin FOMO will start? Let me know in the chat here. What are your targets? Where do you think is going to be a real big Bitcoin FOMO? Because we have earlier today, we did another stream and we explained about why the FOMO is not here in the market. And I think we are seeing a lot of confluences right now that we can clearly say FOMO is here not yet. FOMO is here not yet. It's clearly not in the market. And of course, we are basing that because of on-chain data. Just loaded up on GRT. I think GRT is not your best buy you could do right now, to be honest. A lot of people, of course, have some different opinions about different coins. But coins that you could be loading up on, I am not doing it on GRT. And maybe everyone has their own opinion. I mean, you know, GRT has been not doing anything, right? So you can see the price action has been already changing itself for quite a while here. And it's a very simple explanation about why the price action has been not doing a lot for GRT. I think GRT is a very good coin, but let me quickly go over GRT in a second, because first of all, I see what the chat is saying. So the majority of the chat is saying 90K, 100K as the real FOMO, maybe FOMO at 70K, 75K. But per se, I do think as well, 70 towards 80K, I think the real FOMO is going to be starting. And especially, the FOMO really is going to start depending on what kind of rally we get. Do we get an exponential rally? FOMO will be there very quickly. FOMO can already start on let's say 70K. If we're going to right now see literally an exponential rally towards 70K, right? Then the FOMO is going to start way earlier. So I think the FOMO is indeed going to come around these ranges over here. But what I want to be saying about the graph before going further in towards the Bitcoin charts, guys, the graph has been not doing a lot here. And the reason why it's not been doing a lot here is because look at the price against the market cap. Because market cap, the graph is trading at all-time highs right now. I don't know if you see it, but the graph is trading at all-time highs right now. But the price action is way below all-time highs. Because you know why? The circulating supply is rapidly increasing. There is a lot of inflation on the GRT tokens. I think GRT is not going to give you the returns that you're going to be expecting if you're going to be buying it right now. Yes, against the dollar, you could be making some gains. But is it going to be a lot? No, I don't think so. I think because of the big amount of inflation we're currently getting, I don't think that the graph is going to be your best hold for, let's say, the coming 6 months from now on. I do definitely think it's going to be a little bit of an irresponsible buy over here. And I think there are way better coins right now on the market that can give you way better returns. And of course, everyone has to do their own research because I think it's important. But because of the high amounts of inflation, like here on the previous all-time high, we had a 3 billion market cap. Right now, we have an approximately 5.6, so basically 6 billion market cap. The market cap is double as high, but it's not trading at $5 because it should have been trading at $5 because the market cap was trading on 6 billion, right? So pretty unfortunate to see so, but I think the graph is not the best hodl token right now here. So Bitcoin, sorry, the US 500, so the S&P 500 right now is coming down quickly again. So S&P 500 flipping its candle into the red, dragging Bitcoin down a little bit here, another few $100 down right now. So Bitcoin once again trading on the 55.3K. Pretty unfortunate to see so. Pretty unfortunate. But the S&P currently is for sure dragging Bitcoin down here, guys. The S&P is dragging Bitcoin down right now. So that's the point. That's the point. People say it's 90. That's not fair. What do you mean? Drop to 42k. I do not think that's going to be happening. Pew pew. Good shots. I don't know what you're talking about. But indeed, the S&P 500 is right now dragging Bitcoin a little bit down further on. Dollar index coming down as well quickly right now. So let's see what kind of effect we're going to be having. And guys, let me know in the chat here. Do you think the CME gap will be right now getting filled here? Let me know in the chat. Do you think the CME gap is going to get filled right now in the current time of recording? It's going to be quite an important time over here. Are we going to be filling it? That's going to be the real big question, guys. By the way, we are very close by smashing it up towards 70.9k subscribers. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to slap it up right now here, because slapping up the subscribe button will be definitely help out the channel massively, because we are on our way towards that 100k target. So it will be truly appreciated if you're going to be slapping it up right here. Bloomberg once again tweeted. What did they tweet about? Let me know. We'll be quickly searching it up otherwise. But let me know what they're tweeted about. As well, we're quickly going to go over some other coins. What are we seeing for coins like, let me see. Your worst case. Yes, it will be filled. A lot of people are saying, by the way, that the CME gap will be getting filled. So pretty interesting opinions that we do have in the market. I'm quickly searching up some other coins to real quickly discuss here. Let me go over Decentraland real quickly, guys, and Sandbox. I want to be quickly going over that. So Decentraland here, guys, real quick update for you guys, holders out there. And by the way, the chat is really saying the CME gap is going to get filled here. So the chat is right now anticipating CME gap will be getting filled. Let's wait and see how it's going to be playing out here. It's going to be quite exciting, of course. So guys, by the way, Decentraland, like we have been anticipating since the highs over here, we have been saying it several times here before. We have been saying, like, okay, Decentraland is a little bit overextended. It's most likely going to come down. Since this as well broke its upward sloping trajectory here, its upward sloping trend, it has been coming down and right now trading below this key level of previous resistance that flipped into support, of course. So 4 hourly candle close below here is, of course, looking particularly bad here. And let's see what the continuation is going to be having from this point. But this, of course, does not look all too good here. Real quickly checking up a Sandbox. Sandbox falling even further from this point here. So Sandbox looks to be retesting the lower sides here of the upward sloping support line. If Sandbox is going to close its 4 hourly candle below the level over here, this is going to be having a very bad continuation effect here on the market. So please take this in consideration. I've said several times before, I think gaming crypto projects are good, but they are maybe a little bit overhyped right now in the current time of recording. So is it worth the risk? I don't know for sure. I think it's still particularly high risk by accumulating these tokens. So please take this in consideration. Gaming tokens are good here, but of course we do know that in terms of metaverse tokens that they have been on hype for right now, let's say the past 3 months here, and usually these hypes tend to fade away eventually, because yeah, all the metaverse tokens are pretty high, all the gaming tokens are pretty high. So let's see how it's going to be playing out from up this point right now here. But yeah, definitely if the 4 hourly candle of the Sandbox price action is going to close below this level, this is going to be having a little bit more of a bearish effect. So let's see how it is going to be playing out right now here. It could be very interesting if it's going to be seeing, of course, this 4 hourly candle close below the ranges over here. But yeah, we're going to be for sure liking to see if the CME gap getting filled there. If the CME gap right now is going to get filled, it's going to be finally say, we can finally lean backwards and we can finally see, okay, CME gap got filled. We can right now look forwards towards the next days ahead of ourselves. But yeah, the CME gap is most likely going to get filled if the S&P 500 is going to continue its way down here. So we'll be checking Alchemy in a second here for you. But what we can currently see is that, like, it's very interesting. It's very interesting because the S&P keeps continuously going down. And what I'm currently really seeing here, if we're going to look at the S&P chart, right? Every single time the market opens since, of course, 22nd of November, red on the market open, 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 and today once again red on the market open. So you see, this is of course particularly bearish, like you can see, and basically this has been having this bearish effect on Bitcoin because the stock market is already down since the 22nd of November, and the stock market is since the 22nd of November really dragging Bitcoin down with it, like you can see over here. Bitcoin really wants to recover, but it is not allowed by the stock market. So keep this in consideration right now. Stock market is indeed dragging Bitcoin down while Bitcoin is falling towards the 55.2k right now here. So we're keeping our eyes wide open about what we're currently seeing. But Bitcoin is indeed coming down further on here in the last 12 more minutes of this 1 hour candle close. So it's indeed very, very exciting what we do have over here. But the S&P 500 is dragging Bitcoin down right now, and this is of course a thing that you do not love to see here. And the stock market is just right now killing the game of crypto, and hopefully we're going to be finding a bottom. Because if you're going to zoom out here, you can clearly see we have been coming down for quite a while right now, and you don't want to be seeing this level finally reversing back towards the highs here. And of course, well, as soon as we are going to be starting to be finding a bottom, we could be then start to be curving back up, and that could be helping Bitcoin as well in a bullish, more bullish period. And like you can see over here, this was the 1st of October. Then Bitcoin, of course, continuously rise towards the upside from that point. So I'm looking forward towards what we can be getting from that point here. So Mike is as well asking us, Dot, please, sir. So of course, that is very easy to discuss here. Dot, of course, saw a rejection from the highs here. That was a very interesting asset to look at. Have been talking about Polkadot several times before, guys. And guys, before getting further into our set, real quickly, I want to be thanking you guys for smashing it up towards the 70.9k here. So thank you so much for smashing it up towards 70.9k. Absolutely amazing target. Let's see if we could even smash it up towards 71,000 subscribers today here. So guys, don't forget to smash up that subscribe button right now so we can reach that target. That would be truly amazing, of course, if we can do so. But let's discuss Polkadot real quickly. Very likely to see here, very easy to anticipate market structure, of course, of Polkadot. We have been talking several times about this level here, previous resistance, support, resistance, support over here as well. And yeah, we can clearly see Polkadot came down here of this level of the 38 US dollars. We came down from this point, we retested the highs, and since then, yeah, we came down further from up that range here. So yeah, clearly we did saw, of course, the daily candles getting rejected by the highs here, and since of course of that point, we did clearly saw a continuation towards the downside as well getting formed here. So hopefully we could be seeing a further continuation from this point getting created. But personally, I do really expect the Polkadot is about to go, of course, in a further continuation towards the lower targets here. So yeah, we can clearly see Polkadot 34 US dollars right now, and a likely continuation is going to be towards, first of all, the 33 US dollars. If we fail to hold on towards this orange line over here, orange range, yeah, we're going to be looking for the 26 to 28 US dollars over here. So yeah, pretty unfortunate to see so, but yeah, Polkadot got rejected as well right now. If you're going to compare DOT against the Bitcoin chart, you can see it is losing some grind right now. It's losing some grind from the highs, and it's coming down, and your real accumulation ranges for Polkadot is going to be, compared to Bitcoin, around this this green box over here, because this has been a level of very strong support of the past, and this is going to be a level that's going to be providing very good support here right now if the market going to come down towards that range. So I'm looking forward towards what we could be having over here. So some people are saying in the chat here, the S&P finally touched its upper stomach support line. So let me quickly see what the S&P right now is doing. So yeah, because yeah, on the 1 hour candles, yeah, we have been creating an upper stomach support line over here right now. Of course, if you're going to be connecting the wicks, yeah, you can clearly see we have been touching an upper stomach support line, but so far, yeah, indeed, it looks to be that we're still coming down from that point here. So if as well, you could be approaching it like differently, but I will be approaching it like this here. You can see clearly it's right now getting retested, and it's dragging Bitcoin down here. It's really dragging Bitcoin down right now. So pretty unfortunate. It keeps continuously falling and down and down and down. So it's going to be very, very important to look at what is going to be happening over here as well. So FM Killer as well saying, I'm in a long AF US dollar, 247 entry with a liquidation of 215. So at the moment, I'm in a loss. Would you say I would close it or keep it open? Thank you so much, bro. It's a very hard time to say these kinds of things here. But definitely, if we're going to talk about a wider scale here, I mean, your liquidation price is 215. First of all, I would never let your liquidation price come close here. Second of all, if we're going to look at the daily time frame for AVE, we do see that we have been trading on a very strong level of support, and this level has been holding us up several times here. But 215 US dollars can be for sure getting touched here. So what it will be, what I should suggest here, if you guys want to be trading in the market right now, and if you do want to be trading the market, I should definitely look out for Bitcoin right now, because Bitcoin is for sure an asset that you could be trading right now as well. But if you're going to trade any asset right now here, you know what you should be doing, in my opinion at least. I think you should start to use the pyramid trading strategy. So the pyramid trading strategy is basically you enter your trade, and once the market is going to continuously coming down, you're going to double down, you're going to double down, you're going to double down, and you're going to be building up a very big position with very low risk here. So that's how I would be as well approach your AVE trade. Of course, everyone has their own strategies on trading, but from me on, it works the best by using a pyramid trading strategy. Of course, I think it's going to be as well a very, very good one to trade right now in the market as well. If you want to be accumulating position on Bitcoin, I think right now is a very good time to be trading the market. So you could be right now open a position on Bitcoin, very low risk. You could be as well do it with very low leverage. Let's say you're going to be opening a long position. You could be opening it right now. You place your bets here for 3x or 4x leverage. Just use low leverage, right? and set up more orders. If the market continuously keeps coming down here, you're going to be adding more value towards your trade. You're going to be building up a swing trade. Because if you believe, just like me, the market is going to go in a big reversal, it's going to continuously going up here, it doesn't make it makes no sense why you should be right now not build up a swing trade position with low leverage, right? So it depends, of course, on how much bitcoins you got here. I mean, I'm personally doing it as well, but only with a 4x leverage. I did it before with 10x leverage, but right now only 4x leverage to trade the market towards the upside, to gain more bitcoins along the way up here. Of course, once I'm to take these swing trades, I am doing it against a Bitcoin perpetual. So what this basically means here is that the market is going up. While the market is going up, I am gaining more bitcoins, but those bitcoins are as well getting more worth because the bitcoin, every single bitcoin increases in its valuation, right? So it's definitely a very strong time by swing trading the market right now. Of course, if you do want to be swing trading the market, don't forget to check out the link in the description, because BYBIT is currently offering you a $4,100 deposit bonus. What is, of course, the highest deposit bonus that they ever offered in history. So don't forget to check that out here in the link description. And of course, it's very, very smart to be accumulating swing trades position right now here out of my heart. And personally, I'm doing it myself as well. And if you do want to be accumulating good positions, is right now a very, very good point here. And of course, I should never suggest using, right now, especially in these times, don't use all too much leverage. And Uver is saying, can you lend me some money? I promise I won't FOMO 125x. That's the problem. You never should use leverage above 10x. First of all, I think 15x above the 15x is of course becoming risky. But if you're, let's say, going to build up a swing trade position with 3 to 4x leverage, very low leverage, it definitely is a very good risk to reward mechanism. So does adding margin size increase position size? Yes, indeed. If you do, at margin, no. If you're going to be, adjust the leverage, is going to be saying the same quantity. But if you're going to be add more quantity to your trade, yes, it's going to be increasing your size position. Rover, what are you honest personal thoughts for the rest of the month, Rover? I personally think that December is going to be going to go down in one of the most bullish months of 2022 here. Of course, maybe we can't compare it to January and February 2021, of course, but February is going to be a very bullish month in my opinion. That's my really honest thought about December right now, to be honest. The reason why I'm saying so, because I do think we have been sailing the pressure already. The pressure is out of the market already, and I said it several times, Bitcoin is maybe either bottomed out or we're extremely close towards a bottom. And Bitcoin has been in a downtrend for 23 days. I do not see Bitcoin going down in a downtrend for 50 days. I think the month that we are right now in is going to be a crazy month. Just like 4 years ago in the previous cycle, it's going to go crazy. It's going to go nuts. And you know where I do really think the big gains are going to be? For the altcoins. I think altcoins are going to be stealing the show. Well, Bitcoin, of course, is coming down further. Dollar index is coming down as well. US 500 as well. US 500, let me quickly check up here. US 500 is indeed coming down even further. So stock market still dragging the Bitcoin price lower and lower and lower. What is, of course, a little bit more unfortunate to see. So yeah, we're seeing 55k getting retested right now on the let me see, on the CME futures chart. This is of course particularly interesting. And let me see what we are going to get for the CME chart. Are we going to be filling up this gap? It's going to be quite exciting what we're going to get from up this point, of course. So it's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be pretty interesting right now here. So let me see what the chat keeps continuously saying here towards us. What are we going to have from this point here? So I want to wake up and become a billionaire. That's all. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight, and especially, of course, if you're investing in crypto, it's not going to happen overnight. You have to work hard for it. You have to do a lot of research. It's not going to just flow towards you. You just have to work for it. And guys, I think everyone can become a crypto millionaire as long as you do put enough dedication in towards it. And right now, especially, I should always just suggest following the smart money. Of course, no financial advice. I mean, this is not really financial advice, but I mean, if you follow the smart money, you're going to be winning. And the smart money is accumulating a drop off. Of course, if you do really want to be seeing in depth about what the smart money is doing, make sure to check out the previous stream, because there we did discuss quite a lot of things about the on-chain data, about what the smart money is right now doing, of course. So pretty exciting. But this weekend is indeed going to be wild here, guys. The weekend is about to turn up here, and this is going to be promising quite a lot for the weekend, guys. It's promising quite a lot for a very, very exciting weekend right now. Who is saying once again here, I added margin, but TP size didn't increase. No, the take profit size, the take profit size, you have to set a new the take profit at that point, because your take profit size will be probably the same like you have had before. But if you added margin, what basically will be happening here is that, let's say you were let's say trading neutral. Let's say your entry price for Bitcoin was, let's say 60k. You're right now down 50%, and you're going to accumulate on 55k. Your average entry price, if you're going to enter with the same amount of quantity like you did before, is going to be, make your average entry price 75.5k, and it's going to be, double down your liquidation price, and of course your take profit is going to be as well high at the same. If it's going to be at the same place, it's going to be less quantity, because you adjust your quantity, so you have to adjust your take profit as well. Did we already filled up the gap? No, we have not. Said it several times before. The CME gap is not filled yet, and guys, you know what's very exciting right now? In 2 minutes from now on, we're going to close the 1 hour candle, so make sure to get ready for it. The 1 hour candle is about to get closed in 2 minutes from now on, so guys, make sure to smash up the like button right now for some good faith for the next 1 hour candle. So we're right now just smashed through the 600 likes, guys. Let's go for 800 likes right now on the stream here. Will be truly appreciated over here right now here. Will be truly appreciated, guys. So I'm looking forward towards it. Let me see, looking very much forward towards what we could be getting from this point here. I'm looking very much forward towards it. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. I'm quickly checking up on something. Yeah, perfect. So let me see what the chat is saying. Let's go, bye. Yeah, it's going to be quite exciting. It's going to be quite an amazing journey that we do have right now here. So, indeed, ain't got a job here. I mean, make crypto your job, because everyone, some people say, I mean, let me know in the chat who wants to work in crypto. Let me know in the chat here, because I'm going to soon hire some extra people here is good that can work in crypto as well. So let me know, does someone here in the chat does want to work in crypto? Let me know. Let me know. Does someone wants to work in crypto? Let me know in the chat here, of course. I'm very curious what you guys are going to be saying about that. I mean, personally, I always, in the past, would love to be working in crypto. But before getting further in that, I see Bitcoin closes 1 hour candle in 4 seconds from now. And so, particularly bearish 4 hour close for sure, because we broke down the horizontal range above us. But we are right now retesting the horizontal range over here. So hopefully this 1 hour candle can still hold up this range over here. It's going to be quite exciting. Let's see what's going to be happening over here. So, heck yeah, so what's the people saying? Yes, me, I do love our Johnny wants to be already working crypto. Hire me. Let's go crypto. Of course, everyone. Utrecht. Oh man, it's pretty good that you as well live in Utrecht. It's for me very convenient, to be honest. So yeah, everyone wants to be working in crypto. Of course, I do understand that. And I mean, you know what I do really find out about all my people and connections I have in this world here is that everyone who does work in crypto just makes a bunch of money. Everyone who does work in crypto just earns like crazy amounts of money. And of course, I should as well check out working crypto. Crypto is, of course, I mean, if you do have the knowledge for it, it's going to be extremely valuable. But Bitcoin is, of course, coming down again. Can Bitcoin still go for the CME gap fill up? I personally do think yes here. I do think Bitcoin can be right now go up for the CME fill up. It's going to be quite crucial what we could be getting over here. So the CME gap fill up is trading on the 54.4k. So to give you guys an exact target about where the CME gap is going to be, if we want to be filling it, is going to be on this range over here. So let me make it real quickly a different color. Let me make this, give it this color. So this is the CME gap so far. We have to fill this range here if we do want to be filling up the CME gap. So as soon as this purple range over here does get filled up over here, we're going to be filling up the CME gap. So guys, we have to go a little bit lower before Bitcoin can be then increase its valuation again, because I've said several times, I want to be seeing Bitcoin fill up the CME gap before then continuing its trend towards the upside. But like you can see, S&P 500 keeps continuously falling. If the S&P 500 is going to go for an even further free fall from this point, it is going to be resulting in Bitcoin going down further from this range here. So yes, it is very crucial times we're right now trading on. Real quickly as well, checking up on Ethereum, because Ethereum is absolutely going for a free fall right now. Of course, so you're going to say to you guys out there, Ethereum is retesting 4 hour support. This is a particular level, a very particularly strong level, support we're right now trading on. So Bitcoin, $400 away from its CME gap right now. I personally do expect that Bitcoin is then going to be bouncing from the 54.4k. That lower side of the CME gap is, of course, the level that we have to fill as soon as we do fill the CME gap. that could be then finally maybe result in a continuation up here, and there could be definitely another major volatility shock right now in the market. So I'm looking forward towards that getting happening, of course. So as well, very quickly going to be asking your favor, guys, can we right now today slap it up towards that 71k target? It will be truly amazing. So guys, if you are new to the channel here, and if you haven't already subscribed here below the video you see a red button, and if it says subscribe, slap it up right there. Slap it up. We'll be truly appreciate it. So right now, $300 more to go towards the downside to fill up the CME gap. As soon as the CME gap does get filled up, we then could be maybe look for some more brighter price action towards the upside. So Bitcoin is coming down right now. The fear is increasing in the market. The continuation is definitely here. And it is, of course, exactly the same for the S&P right now here. So for sure, we are right now keeping our eyes out wide open on the S&P. Because I personally think the S&P is very important to look at right now, because it's really determining where the market is heading towards from this point. So if we're going to look at this S&P 500 chart, we're going to be looking, of course, for a 10-minute delay here. It's still 6 minutes away before closing its 1 hour candle, because the S&P CME chart basically is always 10 minutes behind of the Bitcoin real-time chart. So so far Bitcoin is getting bought up a little bit here. Fed Juice is saying, what are the resistances that we can currently look for? I mean, we're coming down, so I think we should be ready to look at some support targets that we're right now aiming for. Support target is, of course, the 55k we're right now leveling on, of course, we're right now basically trading on. Of course, afterwards we do have this horizontal range on the lower side over here still. This could be a very strong level of support that we can be aiming for. This, of course, the market low that we have been basically heading towards, the 53.7k. If we do test the 53.7k once again, yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting touch that we are going to get on the market. This 53.7k target could be, of course, once again provide this particularly strong market bounces, of course. So yeah, for sure, I do not really like to see this level getting touched here, because I rather would see, of course, the market not even touching this level. But if we're going to come down towards the target, it is very likely to assume that Bitcoin is as well going to go for an even further continuation down, of course. So yeah, looking forward towards where we could be heading towards. Let me see. Real quickly checking something up here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about what we can currently see for that one over there. Pretty excited about what we can see for that one over there, for sure. Further down, show further down targets. Oh yeah, you're interested by targets below that. Yeah, of course, we have been looking as well for targets below that. If we're going to look for targets below that, yeah, we're going to be aiming for the 50.5k. That's, of course, another lower target that we do have over here. This is, well, lower target that we do have over there from up that point here. So so very excited about what we currently can have over here and what we currently can see. Altcoin dominance, let me quickly go over that as well. Do we see the altcoin dominance dropping very hardly right now? Real quickly going to go over, we see let me quickly see, Bitcoin dominance is rising, so the altcoin dominance is indeed on a fall right now. Oh no, sorry, this is the altcoin dominance. The altcoin dominance is rising, so Bitcoin is taking a harder hit than altcoins right now today, and basically it's pretty on neutral stages. Not a lot of things happening right now. While Bitcoin, of course, curving, it's 1 hour candle right here. So alts buy back lower. I think that's irresponsible. For a lot of people have these strategies like sell your coins right now, buy back cheaper, and I do think that those are pretty irresponsible things to do so right now in the market, because markets are oversold. Markets are as well in the 1 hour candles, guys, by the way, have not even checked it, enabling and entering the oversold territorium. So that's pretty interesting, of course, what we do have over here. But we do know as well, market in extreme fear. Is it really the time to sell once the market is already fair? I do not think so. I think it's right now not the time to be selling. And guys, maybe we should real quickly ask Sailor, are you buying the dip? And then real quickly, Michael Sailor tagging him. So guys, would be truly amazing if you could help me to push this tweet to him. So make sure to go to my Twitter page, and you can see it right on the bottom left side of the screen what my Twitter tag is, of course. And are you buying the dip, Sailor? Let us quickly know, of course, Sailor. Are you buying the dip here? So go to my Twitter page. It would be truly amazing if you could help me to push up this tweet here to Sailor, so he can see this, so he can finally buy this dip here. So guys, make sure What to do with a long at liquidation 53.5k. We'll be going over it in a second here, what we could be doing at that. But guys, make sure to go to my Twitter page real quickly at rovercrc and help me to push this tweet to Sailor. So he's going to be buying this dip. So Sailor is going to be accumulating this dip here, guys. So make sure to go to my Twitter page at roverc. Will be truly at rovercrc. Will be truly amazing if you're going to like that tweet and going to retweet it as well, so we can be pushing it towards Sailor. So it will be truly amazing if you can go to the Twitter page right now here to help us to push that tweet here towards Sailor, so he can finally buy this freaking dip here. So let's see if Sailor then maybe gives us a reaction that he is indeed buying this dip. I think if everyone smash up the like button over here, he will be getting enough notifications on Twitter that he's going to be buying this dip and announcing that they bought the dip here. That will be truly amazing if you're going to be helping us to push up this tweet towards Sailor. So yeah, let's see what we can get here. I think Sailor is indeed buying up the dip here. They of course already bought the dip with an average average price here of 59,000 US dollars. So if everyone could help us right now to push this tweet here to Sailor, he could be maybe buying at an average price of 55,000 US dollars. What is an even better average accumulation range for Sailor, of course. So if you don't know what the tag is here on my Twitter page, at rovercrc is the Twitter tag here. Oh, that's not what I meant. So you can check it out over there, and let's push the tweet to Sailor here, so he can, yeah, going to be freaking liking, and so he can freaking buy the zip, of course. So let me see what the chat is saying over here. We need a flash wick to 50k, then I'm all in. I mean, if we could get that, that would be particularly good here, to be honest. Look at the funding rates. Predicted funding rates are going to be turning pretty high here. So Bitcoin looks to be pretty over leveraged. Still towards the upside, Bitcoin is over leveraged. So I mean, I'm a pretty big Bitcoin bull, right? So you guys probably already know I'm a pretty big Bitcoin bull. I do like Bitcoin. I'm extremely bullish about Bitcoin. But we do see for sure the predicted funding rates are still particularly high. So of course it's still predicted. So we still have quite a few hours ahead of us right now here. But we do know that if the predicted funding rates are high, it shows us that Bitcoin is still pretty over leveraged. So what does it mean right now? And what is likely to really expect for Bitcoin from this point? Is that we're most likely going to see another significant correction. That's very likely to say. Of course, from an realistic standpoint, it is likely to expect right now Bitcoin create another major shakeout towards the lower side to shake out more leverage and then shoot up, of course, towards the higher ranges. So make sure, do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if Bitcoin is going to do so. Don't be surprised if Bitcoin is going to create another significant leg down, then continuation up here. So the question was here, what to do at the 53.5k liquidation price. I think you're too risky, man. I think you I don't know what your leverage is. I don't know what your entry price is. If your entry price is just if you just enabled it, yeah, it's pretty risky, of course, but still I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin is going to come down all the way to continuously go further on with this drop off. But of course eventually it will come down here towards the US 500, the stock market. If the stock market is going to curve back up, yeah, we're going to be looking, of course, a little bit more bullish, because Bitcoin is really depending on the stock market for the recent days here. So yeah, if Bitcoin is could be able to, of course, see further increase from this point, yeah, it could be very bullish here. But like you can see over here as well, this is of course the CME gap. CME gap is not filled yet here, guys. So still going to make it clear, CME gap is not filled yet here. We could still go a little bit lower before filling it, and your liquidation of 53.5k is still particularly risky in my opinion. I think your liquidation price is still there, and it's still particularly risky. I do not really see it as extreme low risk here, to be very honest. So take it in consideration. Take it in consideration. You can easily get liquidated. And like I told everyone before, don't be surprised if the market goes for another flash move down to shake out more leverage long positions, and then we could be going for another continuation up here. And of course, I do not really see Bitcoin go below 50k. That could be indeed a flash towards 52k before really going to see this continuation up here. I wouldn't be surprised. And of course, if we're right forming the bottom over here, it will be lovely to see, of course. But let me see what we're having here. So a lot of people and a lot of questions are coming in about why is the S&P jumping? Basically because of the fear of the pandemic 2.0, and basically of the fear of the new variant of the pandemic. I can't say the word because it's very weird, but if you do say the word here on YouTube, you get blocked. So unfortunately, guys, I can't say the word. But you guys do know what I mean about pandemic and about the virus, of course. But yeah, pretty unfortunate, but that's the reason why the S&P is right now down, and we can see Bitcoin curving back up here because there's basically a lot of fear in the stock market right now about the new variant, of course. So yeah, pretty interesting what we do have over here. What we're going to be getting, of course, from this point. So guys, by the way, we're moving up here towards this target of 70.71k. I mean, so right now only 30 subscribers away from it. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do so. We'll be truly appreciated if you keep smashing it up today here towards this insane target of 71k here. I think today we could be maybe potentially reach it. And of course, if you're going to be one of those guys who are going to be slapping up the subscriber right now, you are definitely highly appreciated, of course. So you're judged by how well you trade in. I mean, I trade in almost very good. Say unicorn, the unicorn. Excuse me. You will be blocked. Yes, indeed. If you do say, say that the word of the virus, you get blocked on YouTube. So not necessarily blocked, but you get shadow banned, and that's of course not a thing that you like, because what shadow bans basically means here is that your videos are not going to get shown to anyone anymore on the front page of YouTube. So that's a very, very unfortunate, but that's how it is. Wheels are dumping right now. It's not necessarily a wheel move in my opinion. It's just a follow through of the S&P here. It's not true. I wish Bitcoin was at 71k. I mean, right now I'm even more bullish than, I mean, right now is the most bullish period I've ever been on Bitcoin. I've been on Bitcoin on 69k. I was bullish. But right now for trading on this stuff, I'm even more bullish because Bitcoin is so fair. There's so much fair in the market on Bitcoin. Of course, I say I'm right now bullish, of course, but it's not going to be like we're going to be flipping bullish right now here. We're not going to shoot up right now. But of course, for an average price you're buying at such a very honest price in the market. It's definitely just so worth it. It's so worth it. So I definitely think it's not bad range at all here. That's crazy. I do know here. Rover sub channel is 2 weeks ahead of the Bitcoin price. I mean, yeah, guys, the channel is 2 weeks ahead of the Bitcoin price right now. We're 2 weeks ahead of the Bitcoin price section, and you can see we're almost breaking the 71k here on the chart. So that's pretty crazy. Many money is moving towards stable coins. And it could be true. What's happening to Dean? I don't know where Dean is. I have not seen Dean for a while here. He's still moderator on my channel. So if he does shows up, maybe one day maybe he will show up. If he shows up, I mean, that will be truly amazing, of course. He is also pretty OG on the channel. Let me see. Will Bitcoin go up from here on? I mean, would be lovely because we're trading on a particularly strong horizontal range. But just like we saw yesterday and the day before, yeah, right now we're stabilizing from the drop off, so that's of course good. But yesterday and the day before that as well, we've seen these significant lags down here on the stock market, and that is really dragging Bitcoin with it basically. So every single time on like the time of today, right? Every single drop we get on the market is same time. So 3 o'clock my time is, let me put up some horizontal levels. Like let's say 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock my time begins the drop off here. 5 o'clock. Here 5 o'clock, and here let me see over here as well. Here as well, 5 o'clock. So we do see these time frames every single time coming with a market correction. So pretty interesting what we do have over here. So my liquidation price is 51.8k. Is that also too risky? I'm going to be putting up a buy order on 53.7k to lower it to 50k. I mean, if you can lower your liquidation price below 50k, I think you're going to be in here. And of course, if you're going to set up another order around the 53.7k, 53k, I think you're going to be alright in my opinion, to be honest. I do not really expect to happen here. Dean was good. Hopefully he didn't get wrecked. I mean, I don't think he got wrecked. Maybe he exited crypto. Could be as well true, but I don't think so. I don't believe that. Pretty cool. Who will be reaching first 100k? Bitcoin or Rover? I mean, it's going to be a real competition right now. It's going to be a real competition. But guys, talking about a very insane target on the channel, guys, real quickly going to go talking about this before going further into towards the content, guys. Only 3 subscribers before we're going to slap it through the 71k here. So guys, only 3 more subscribers and we're going to be slapping it through this target. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to do so right now here. We'll be truly appreciate it if you're going to slap it up right here. So only 2 more right now. If you can subscribe to the channel right now, we'll be truly appreciate it so we can smash it through the 71k barrier. And let's see as well what Sailor's doing. Did Sailor already bought the dip? No, he have not done it yet here. But guys, let's see if Sailor will be buying this dip. Of course, will be truly amazing if he is going to be doing so. There's only 2 of you guys right now have to slap up the subscribe button and then we can reach this target. And while you guys are doing so, I'm going to go further in towards the content, of course. So, yeah, pretty exciting what we do have over here. If you set your 70k, you're, yeah, pretty amazing. Look at the USD tether dominance. So, let me see. There's a chart. There's also a chart for USD tether dominance. Yes, like this. So yeah, indeed, we do see a lot of money flowing back into stables. But of course, in basically every single market correction we get, money flows into stables. That's always true because there's just money flowing out of Bitcoin, of course, right? So yeah, indeed, we do see money flowing into stables. Of course, just like we saw in July. In July, we had this massive inflow of stables. But you know, it's funny. Once money is flowing into stables, it usually shows you a good buying opportunity. Because look over here. This was on the this was in the May crash. There was so much money in stables that it came down afterwards very quickly, because that was the period the market went in an uptrend. So usually the people that are holding stables are buying into uptrends and selling into downtrends. So yeah, I don't necessarily know if it's going to be a very good buy, because yeah, there came a lot of stables around May once we did, of course, had the market crash. So yeah, I don't know it's necessarily a very important thing to look at. But yeah, indeed, the dominance of these stables is rising. So money is not necessarily going out of the cryptocurrency market, but it's going into stables. And eventually, if money goes in stables, it eventually comes back to Bitcoin again. So I'm pretty excited. But guys, let me quickly check if we did smash it through that 71K barrier. And yes, we smashed it through, and what a freaking insane target. So yeah, we did clearly smash through the 71K, guys. Thank you so much for slapping it up again here. 71K subscribers, absolutely amazing target that we did reach today on the stream, and hopefully we could be even reach more targets beyond, of course. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward towards what we could do today as well for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin looks to be stabilizing right now. It looks to be calming down here a little bit. So I'm very excited about what we can currently see over here. The current time of recording, it looks to be, of course, that we are indeed having a lot of strength in the market, and that's of course a thing that I do love to see, of course, right now here, that we are finally stabilizing as well. What we can see stabilizing right now is, of course, the stock market, and it's of course to be having a more of a bullish edge here. Of course, the Ethereum chart over here, 4-hourly downtrend that we currently have been getting generated. This 4-hour downtrend is right now, yeah, 4-hour downtrend, of course, over here is right now getting retested. 4 hours. I do think the 4-hourly support line. Sorry, I do think the 4-hourly candle is going to be holding on towards this level. Personally, do expect this 4-hourly support line to get holding up here. So I'm looking very much forward towards it, guys. So yeah, looking good. Do I need to close my position? Of course, guys, I can't give you any financial advice about positions or whatsoever, but always do your own research. But personally, I don't really see Bitcoin getting below 50K, but 53K can be for sure still getting touched there. Get touched there before moving further on towards the upside. So take that in consideration, of course. For sure, very important. All-time high, indeed, as we're trading at. I mean, all-time high was for me 11K on viewers one day, so that was pretty cool. CME gap got filled. No, it's not filled yet here. If I say it correctly, no, it's not filled yet here. So we do see still a minor CME gap, of course. Market came down a little bit here, but yeah, like you can see, there's still a minor CME gap. It's but wait, you can be approaching it from the wick as well over here. So I mean, there is a very minor CME gap, but you can be approaching it like it is, of course, filled up here. So pretty interesting what we do see over here. So basically, we can be approaching like the CME gap is filled. I will be right now as well approach it like the CME gap is filled. So I'm going to be very curious about how it's going to be playing further from this point. Bitcoin finally came down, filled up the CME gap, but let's see what we could be having ahead of ourselves right now. So right now, we'll be not necessarily aim for a move down because of the CME gap anymore, because if we do look to the CME chart, we can clearly see, yeah, we moved up. Of course, it's a very minor box here, but well, we'll be not approaching it as a significant gap right now. So it's going to be quite interesting right now. Of course, if the market still continuously coming down from this point, and if the market goes a little bit further down, it's going to be right here. It's going to be right, because for me on right now, it's going to be crucial. What's going to be important is going to be this 1 hour close, and of course, especially the 4-hourly close for Bitcoin, because this 4-hourly close will be crucial. And of course, guys, if I'm not going to be live, and if I'm going to discuss, of course, about what we are going to be seeing for this 4-hourly close, I will be discussing it on my Twitter page. So if you do want to be following me as well on Twitter, @RoverCRC, like you can see in front of your screen, in the side of your screen as well. Follow me on Twitter. I will be here, keep you guys up to date about all these things here, what we're going to do in the market, and all these things we're going to keep you guys up to date on. So make sure to follow us as well on Twitter if you do want to be staying up to date, if we're not live streaming, of course. I'm a noob here, and I love how quick you give us information. I mean, I try to take it slow. I try to talk as well pretty slow, but I try to as well give you guys enough information in a good time frame, you know. So we like to talk fast so we can discuss a lot of things here. And I'm right now going to go over some more altcoins. So let me quickly check up on Crypto.com. Crypto.com, of course, coming down even further on from this point here, like you can see. Crypto.com, of course, if we're looking to this different chart, you can clearly see on KuCoin right down a symmetrical triangle. Since then, it has a minor continuation towards the downside. Right now, it looks to be that we're falling further off. What are we really aiming for is right now maybe your question. My target I'm right now really aiming for is going to be the 57 cents level. That's going to be really a target that we are right now hoping to be getting touched here. So we could be seeing a further continuation towards the upside around that point. So Pretty exciting, pretty interesting what we could be having from at this point. But yeah, 58 cents is going to be for sure targeted. I think, yeah, it's a very fair price to be starting to accumulate more crypto.com tokens at, of course. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what we could be getting from this point, and it looks to be in a very strong range of accumulation right now here. So yeah, looking forward towards it. Rover, when you stream, we're supposed to pump. What's going on? I don't know, Oscar. Today is definitely a weird day, let's say it like that. To be honest, if we're looking to all cryptocurrencies, we do see that one of the cryptocurrencies that's not down all too much is, of course, Binance Coin. But Binance Coin is still trading below support line. Of course, depending on where the daily candle is going to close, it could still curve back up higher. But yeah, it looks to be that we're going to fail to hold on towards support line, so maybe look for a breakdown here. Of course, what we're still going to be aiming for on the top side is just a very strong level of resistance that is failing us to hold on towards right now. So pretty unfortunate to see, of course, but I would love to see a further continuation up from the range over here. But yeah, indeed, buying this coin is looking pretty interesting, but still forming lower highs along this trend here. And would love to see, of course, this continuation towards the upside further on from this range getting formed here. But yeah, Binance Coin so far still trading on a minor downtrend on a daily time frame. As well, what we could see over here is XRP coming down further on. XRP, of course, on this different chart, once again retesting the green line. So, of course, XRP is right now trading at a particular fair level of accumulation. I do not think it's a bad level of accumulation we're right now trading on. I think this level is going to be as well very likely to expect to hold on towards. So yeah, looking forward towards what we could be getting from this point, of course. Good things. Yeah, good things here, because right now I can be buying back lower, indeed. I mean, some people see it as a negative things here once the market is coming down, but personally, Bitcoin is a long-term investment. Bitcoin is not a short-term investment, and if you're really going to be looking at good long-term investments, Bitcoin is definitely good at risk to reward buys here. And of course, let me just quickly as well check up on some higher time frames right now. Let me go to this different chart over here, and let me go to the 3-day time frame. Let me go and enable some other interesting thoughts here. Let me go towards this chart over here. So what we can see here on Bitcoin, of course, this is of course the fear and greed indicator here on your lower side. So the fear is particularly high right on the market, right? So like you can see, the fear is particularly high. You can clearly see same levels like May 2021 here. And to ask you guys real quickly the question, was May 21 a good average buy price? Yes or no? Let me know. I mean, for me, it's not, of course, for no one, it's even a question. Was May 2021, after the correction, a good buy range? Yes, it was. It was very, very good here. It was a very good buy range. And right now, we see similar signals that is showing us that this level we're right now trading on is a similar buy range. So I'm going to go in Casper in a second here. But yeah, indeed, this is looking like a very strong, very strong valuation where you could be starting to accumulate your tokens at. So looking good. And of course, if we're going to look at the whole market, and if you're going to maybe ask me, it's a good time as well to be buying altcoins. Yes, because Bitcoin is reflecting the altcoin market. Bitcoin is going to drag the altcoins with it, or drag it towards the either upside or downside, of course, in this case. So yeah, definitely very exciting what we do have over here. It definitely looks very good. But Casper, I don't know. Stoken, never heard about it. Look at this here, man. Crazy come down from the pre-sale, from the market launch, of course. And let me look at this chart at the right way. So it came down very quickly. A lot of distribution. Right now it's coming up again. Pretty interesting what we do see over here. And hopefully we could be having a further continuation up here. Let me see. Yeah, and what you can see over here is that we are forming, of course, resistance, the highs resistance over here. Right now we broke above it, and we're flipping this level into support. So yeah, looking particularly good here. Look pretty interesting, of course, in Casper right now. 19.5 cents is the level that we're trading on. I had to quickly send a message. Yeah, Casper is of course pretty interesting, of course, in terms of ranges where you could be accumulating and selling right here. To be honest, you can clearly see resistance flipping into support right now. So yeah, it looks to be a very fair value of price where you could be accumulating on right now. So yeah, it does look quite interesting over here, to be honest. And guys, by the way, before going further into towards the content, I just see we're right now a few likes away before slapping it up towards 1,000 likes here. Would be truly appreciated if we can smash it up towards 1,000 likes. Right now, only 150 likes away from it. So it will be amazing, man, if we can be right now smashing up towards 1,000 likes here. only 150 away from it right now, so it will be truly cool. Are you opening longs? It's definitely a good range to be opening longs, to be very honest, if you would ask me. Am I right now opening longs? I'm already in a few longs here on certain coins, and I'm still accumulating bigger positions as long as the market continuously going down. Of course, I will be continuously accumulating more positions, and of course, if you do want to be accumulating positions as well, don't forget to check out BYBIT here in the link description, because BYBIT will be allowing you to as well sign up here with, of course, a $4,100 deposit bonus, was of course extremely valuable. So I'm looking up. I'm looking definitely forward towards what we could be getting from this point. Yeah, but higher up at the moment. Lower returns. I mean, yeah, of course, the more significant Bitcoin is going to increase, the lower the returns will eventually become, of course, because the market cap is becoming higher. Market is goosed. I mean, market is down a little bit here. Not all too big of a stress point. Some people are still panicking around these ranges, but I rather see it as very strong accumulation and very strong the possibilities in the market that you can currently see. By the way, stock market right now gained down pretty massively earlier today. And you can clearly see right now it's already bouncing back towards higher ranges. Of course, looks to be finding a bottom again. Like every single day we do get here, we have like 2 or 3 hours of a massive volatility, and then we tend to see the market still starting off here. So today, I think the massive volatility came in here. It could be, of course, volatility back towards the upside again here, since we filled up the CME gap. It will be truly lovely if we could be seeing the volatility back towards the higher ranges, because the 4-hourly candle, if it can close, of course, with a big wick on the lower side, it's going to be relatively bullish, of course. So that's, of course, for sure as well a thing I'm looking forward towards. Looking forward towards. Look at the Dow Jones. Let me quickly check out on the Dow Jones, of course. Let me see. Possible inverse and shoulders. Could be looking at these possible inverse and shoulders. So yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting what do you have over. Yeah, we could be looking at the 9% shoulders. It's bouncing back already to higher levels, so Dow Jones looks a little bit better right now, to be honest. Solana went from 210 to Solana had a pretty big drop off then, if you have to believe this. So yeah, Solana moved up pretty quickly down here from 210. Yeah, from 242 towards 220. So Solana taking a particularly big hit on the market right now. So that's pretty interesting. Solana taking such a big of a hit, of course. Too late to enter shorts right now. I mean, for sure. I do not. Of course, I'm not saying the market could not go even lower than this point. But what I will say to you guys out there is that like opening shorts around this range over here is in my opinion a little bit more irresponsible. I think like opening shorts after a drop off is not responsible. In a downtrend, you look at longs. In an uptrend, you look at shorts. That's basically how it works if you want to be making profits. Where the Moonboy is at, I mean, the Moonboy is still here in front of your screen here, because if you're not a Moonboy, you're probably not going to be making good profits here right now in the market, because right now, indeed, the market is coming down a little bit here, but if you're not bullish on market corrections, you're doing something wrong, because the market corrections, you should start to get a little bit more bullish. And of course, if you're going to be a Moonboy right now, I think you're going to be making literally the most amount of money, because being bearish on Bitcoin on the bigger scale is absolutely stupid in my opinion. And of course, a Moonboy is basically someone who is as well bullish about the longer term here. And personally, you can call me a Moonboy, and I don't care if someone is going to call me a Moonboy right now, because I am very bullish about Bitcoin and the coming month ahead of ourselves. I personally do think Bitcoin is going to go towards 80k right now. So yeah, pretty exciting. But guys, nevertheless, I want to thank you guys all for watching, of course, towards this amazing stream. Unfortunately, right now, I have another appointment to go towards. And that is very unfortunate, because I would have loved to, of course, continue to stream even longer. But guys, right now, real quickly going to ask a last favor for you guys, because right now, I do see we're only 12 subscribers away before smashing it up towards 71.1k. Right now, we'll be wrapping up the stream, of course. I want to truly appreciate everyone who is tuning in towards the stream. So I will be back later today with another stream if we're going to see anything interesting playing out on the market. So guys, don't forget to right now subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notifications, so you're definitely not going to miss out on any of the further content. Of course, as well, guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, so you're going to stay up to date no matter what happens, no matter we're live or not. And if I want to be going live, I will be sharing it first with you guys out there on Twitter, so we'll be truly appreciated if you're going to follow us as well over there. But guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash up that like button, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. So I'll see you guys later today if we're going to see anything interesting. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow with another stream on the channel. Peace out. Goodbye.